Hey everybody, this is Bill Mouse Art. Welcome back. We're doing the weekly mouse again on Sunday. We usually do it on Saturdays at 10 o'clock. I was running a little bit late yesterday, and we're here Sunday. We usually we used to do the Zen Bounty Wars live stream on Sundays, but now that the Kickstarter has wrapped up for that. We've got our Sundays a little bit free, so we can do some artwork, do some sketching, and I'm glad you're here with us. So let me make sure this little background music's not going to drown me out. Hope everybody out there is doing well. I got a couple small updates that I could share with everybody. Here we go, while I'm getting my table ready here. We're going to have a big art auction next week on Red Valkyrie's YouTube channel. We're going to be with our friends over on Red Valkyrie. It'll be on Saturday, May 11th. And super excited about that because we haven't been able to hang out with them in a while. And so that's actually pretty exciting for us. So it's a good excuse to hang out and just have fun, joke around, you know. So, and plus we'll have a lot of artwork that we will have bringing with us that's ready, that's actually going to be available. So totally happy about that. Let's see what else is happening. May 18th and 19th, if you're in Virginia Beach, there is the Tidewater Comicon. It's actually their 10-year anniversary. So excited about that. Our good friends at the show. 10 years, man, that's amazing. That's a huge accomplishment. So May 18th and 19th we'll be at Tidewater Comicon. And you know, if you're in Virginia Beach, please come down and join us. So let me see. Oh, and we're shipping all of these out finally. So we're in the middle of finally shipping out Parody Division #1. This is our big, extra thick. So happy that that's finally heading out. So yeah, let me grab some paper. Let me see if anybody's in the chat while we're hanging out here. There's actually a lot of other live streams going on at the same time right now, so I appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit. Mighty Geek, what's up, dude? Mighty Geek says, Bill, did you pick up anything for Free Comic Book Day? I did not. I was working on commissions and deadlines. I've been in a feverish catch-up mode as of late. So and because I have 2 books that I'm working on right now, and there's also San Diego Comic-Con coming up in July. So there's a lot of things I've been holed up. I've been staying in the studio, as it were. So I'm glad you're here, dude. Yeah, we were talking yesterday. We were working on a piece yesterday. Let me see if I have it handy. I haven't started inking it yet. But this is the piece that we worked on and we auctioned off yesterday for May the 4th be with you. And so there was actually 2 ideas that we were bouncing back and forth that we wanted to sketch. There was this idea, which was a lot of fun. I can't wait to start inking it and coloring it. And thank you, Chet, for winning that auction. That was a lot of fun. It was a competitive little auction. I thought that was really cool. And it kind of brought my energies back up too. It's like I was kind of tired yesterday, feeling the pressure of getting all this work done. So it energized me back up. So the other idea that we had talked about, hey, Chet's in the room. Hey, what's up, man? So the other idea that we had talked about was having a Darth Vader lightsaber duel, possibly with Nira X. Possibly, maybe having ENX in the pick up somewhere too, or maybe having another character. I don't know. As I get into the sketch, we can kind of like throw some ideas around. So I know we got Vader and probably Nira, and that was our big idea yesterday. So I was just like, you know what? Let's hop on. Let's hop on again tomorrow, and we'll work. Why only work on just the one idea? So we had 2 really good ideas yesterday, and this one really caught my attention as well. Mighty Geek says, I found a copy of Gotcha Man from Mad Cave Comics. That's cool. Super cool. Super cool. Gotcha Man. I got you, man. I want that blue spaceship. Plane, jet, spaceship. The fiery spaceship. I want it for myself. Yeah, that's really cool. So I don't know. Let me see. You know, I kind of... And I think I sort of want to draw Vader maybe a little different. So, let's see. Well, I'll just start. I'll let the paper decide. Chet says, Oi! Mercy and Nira holding back Vader. With Ken's character on the floor, with Vader using the Force on all three. That's pretty cool. Yeah, with their costumes ripping off and stuff. That's a cool idea. That's a cool idea. Yeah, you know, we've got to include because Malka's like a cool character. So, and the fact that she is based on a real person really makes me like she's super cool. So we'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit, but let's we'll start with Vader first, and we'll see where we'll go from there. Kind of figuring out what angle to draw his face and his helmet and stuff. Drawing Vader is always a lot of fun, but I will be erasing and redoing him a bunch of times because as I start, especially with Vader, I've noticed it's as soon as I see the angle of like the way the rest of him is looking, I tend to want to change other parts of him. So this will be fun. And who better to fight this weekend than Vader? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? A little bit of his helmet here. I remember it so cool when I was a kid. When I got those Treasury, they came out. I mean, I'm positive you guys know about the Treasuries, like the classics, but I didn't realize that. And correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was Howard Chaykin that drew those. The ones that I picked up, like legit back in the '70s. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, having the three of them fighting Vader off. That's a good idea. I think I'll modify his helmet a little bit. Give him some more little cyber pieces up in here. Oh, I looked down for 2 seconds and I got there's people in the chat. Kevin, what's up, man? I'm glad you're hanging out with us. Let's see. Kevin says, I am currently in the market for an Oriental style bowl or dish as a centerpiece for my cocaine parties. Well, this is good. It's good to shop around. I think that's kind of what I'm drawing right now. I think I'm drawing your centerpiece right now. It'll eventually be Vader. Chet says Mercy and Nira saber oozed. Well, I think their cyber skin can form a lightsaber, and then they have like their own internal energy that kind of like powers the saber up. So I think that's a good idea. Evening, Ken. Evening, gents. I always count on you to bring a little class to the room. Let's see. I thought this was going to be at 11. We started late last night. I really wasn't supposed to start at 11. That's just me being a flaky artist and running late and not giving myself enough time to get to the computer and get myself. So yeah. Our normal times will. We're always shooting for 10. We're always shooting for 10 o'clock. Chet agrees. It's the regular time tonight. Ken says, I second Chet's idea. Yes, indeed, we knew that you would. Let's see. You could have a Vader helmet as the cocaine bowl. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Why use a bowl? Just line up the table and self-serve. Everybody form a line. Yeah, I said line. Yeah, it was kind of too bad. I was looking forward to doing Free Comic Book Day, and the schedule was just a bit much. I had to make use of my time and make sure I was getting the work done. But I was looking forward to it. All right, here. Let me see here. See what direction I want his torso and his body and stuff to kind of go, and then we'll figure everything out from that point. Definitely going to be a Cyber Angel World version of Vader here. That's cool. We got some time to draw, so I'm happy we got some time to figure out these poses. Hope everybody else got a chance to go out there and enjoy Comic Book Day. We'll see what differences I actually start making to his armor. See what makes him different. I'm making his lightsaber pretty chunky. Hey, Pops, how you doing, man? How you doing? Glad you popped in the room here. Let's see. You say there's only one Bill Moss piece left in the auction. Of course, you're coming over here to sell the stuff that's on your auction. Pages and cover and dragon are gone. Gotcha. I'm glad this stuff is selling over there, dude. That's the thing. You're the promoter, man. You got the wide reach. You got the wide reach. You cast a larger net than I can cast. That's why you're the promoter. Ken says, I bring class? I thought I was like school in summer. No class. What is that, like that Fat Albert joke? It's like, you remind me of school during Thanksgiving. You're a no class turkey. Pop says people got steals on that stuff. No, I hear you, dude. Well, at least it's helping a little bit, so I'm glad that the artwork went to a good cause, man. Kevin says, pray that Donald Trump will also be given the strength on his crusade against evil and a pedophile with dementia. Jeez. I'm not political. The whole system needs an overhaul, man. Everybody needs to be replaced. Let's see here. I pray also that Donald Trump will be given strength on his crusade against evil and I just read the same thing twice. Did you post the same thing twice? Because I have dementia myself and I forgot what I said. Ken says you should have ENX scantily clad version of Vader, Darth Sin. Yeah. No ideas like that, Ken. Ha ha ha. Yeah, definitely. Chet says that he's glad that you sold some of the mouse art, Pops. So glad it's selling, bringing you a couple of bucks, man. Ken says, I know you love your evil baby, your evil baby, nice and pure. Yeah, ENX, man. It's like that's Chet's almost creation at that point. Because if it wasn't for Chet, we wouldn't have actually had Evil Nera as part of the storyline. It was bringing in the doppelganger version of Nera was something that we had talked about together, and he just made the idea so fun. It was so good that we had to do it. Man. Let's see. Mighty Geek says Dynamite Comics is publishing Johnny Quest. Really? God, why am I having a brain fart? Who was publishing Johnny Quest before? You might have to remind me. I know it wasn't Dynamite. As far as I can tell, in my brain. Evil in his stressful work. Ken says, fun fact: the genre of music that Max Rebo and also the Cantina Band play is called jizz music. Are you kidding me? Did I miss did I miss that joke in all the years? I feel like I missed the boat on that one. Let's see. Pop says, no, I did not come here to sell the last piece. Wanted you to know that it was appreciated and moving. Super happy, dude. Super happy that it's doing good for you. That was the point, man. I wanted to do something nice for you, and I'm glad that it's working. That it's working out pretty good. Ken says, I vote for none of the above. Brewster's Millions. No one was really. Like, Google it. Actual name is Jizz Music. No way. No way, dude. How is it possible that they could do something that we would have tried to think up of ourselves? Figure out which way my boy's cape is going to be flying. kind of like the idea of playing around with Vader's armor on the fly. I like designing stuff like that. Just seeing what feels right in the moment, you know. And hopefully you guys like that. Let's see, Mighty Geek here says it wasn't included in the Hanna-Barbera IPS. The Warner Media acquired. Oh, that Warner Media acquired. Are we still talking about the Jizz music? I gotta look that up. That's crazy. Here we go, and get Vader's other hand over here, so he's force projecting. Give him some cool cyber gloves. Let me see here. Ken says, did you get any inking done on the piece from last night? Oh, you know what? Yeah, you stepped in. No, I didn't, by the way, but I'll show it off real quick. Only because you stepped in, you joined the show right after I'd shown it, like a quick little update. So this was the piece from last night. This is why for anybody who's like stepping in a little bit later now. This is the reason we're drawing this one, because we had these two ideas yesterday. And I kind of I didn't want to not do the second idea that we had, because I thought it came out really, it came together like really cool. It was like, I didn't want to not do it. So that's why we're doing this one. So yeah, the other one I'll be, hopefully I will be inking that in the next day or two. And I can, by the time we do our next episode, I'll definitely have an update. And maybe I'll show you the colors. Hopefully I'll have it all colored and everything. His chest piece is almost looking like a stormtrooper's chest piece a little bit. So I got these little, toward the two little shoulder indentations here, like where straps would go if there were straps. But I'm thinking too, it's like Darth is he's mostly cyborg, you know. So it's like he kind of reminds me of like what if he actually showed off a lot of his cyborg parts the same way that the Dark Troopers did, like in Mandalorian, instead of covering them all up with the rich Corinthian leather. Wondering if I should have, yeah, I should definitely have like some version of his chest piece. It's not Darth unless he's got like his illuminated chest piece going on, right? You gotta have that going on. A lot of these like black reflections and stuff, and the darkness of his armor. And a lot of those I'll probably ink with a brush. You know, a brush like just does those kind of things like really, really nice. I'm going to end up doing digital colors on this one because there's going to be a lot of pieces on this. Okay, Quan. I'm not very political, but you know, to each his own. It's all good. By the way, thanks, Ken. Really happy that you like the way it's looking. Let's see. If Vader showed his cybernetic parts, he would look a lot like Grievous. He probably would, yeah. There you go. Come up with a kind of slightly different design for his chest piece there, right? Alright, I'm trying to figure out. Let me tuck this in a little bit. Be a fun little angle to figure out here. Because I want him actually crossing swords with Neurax. I just think that would be kind of badass. So I have to reverse engineer, like shit. I have to reverse engineer which way she's holding the saber. I know her saber is basically in this direction here. So I'm going to draw a saber over here with, like, nobody freaking holding it. And eventually, eventually Nera's going to be holding it. I'll work on it and whittle it until it finally works out. There's going to be a lot of lead all over this page. Yeah, I think I'm going to have her head facing this way. And I can always do a little bit of fine-tuning. Actually, I'm going to do a lot of fine-tuning when it comes to the inks, making sure that things work. And that outline of her face, I mean, that's really just there for reference. That circle is like way too big, but it kind of helps me figure out where I'm putting like her features and stuff. And I end up redrawing the outside of her head. Because I'm a professional, man. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just drew so I can get out of class. This is what troublemaking gets you. Might even have to change the angle of the blade. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to redraw that. Ooh, where's my eraser? There it is. See, you thought I never erased? You were wrong. You were wrong, brother. I got to redo this whole little angle. I see her swatch is as big as mine. Oh, wait, that's a problem. Actually, yeah, I think I want her arm bent up. That's the thing about when you're combining like a couple different characters together. It's like, sometimes you gotta keep on finding like a cooler way of having them butt up against each other, or have a cooler way of them interacting. Yeah, I think I'd much rather have her holding the saber up here. I'm just listening to the paper man. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, the one custom she's got has these cool elbow pads, so I figure I'll go ahead and use those. It'll just make the pose look cooler. Sorry I'm being so quiet on this stream. It's like I'm really using both halves of my brain here to get these elements to intersect. Which is all good as long as the drawing comes out good. Yeah, I think that'll work out a lot better. I think Nira is going to look a lot better when she's not bald. I'll draw some hair on her. Shit. You're like, cough, cough, 2-page spread, cough, cough. I think my brain is maxing out on one page. We'll see how this goes. I've got enough space for Nira, and I left this space right here for Malka to be coming in. So I think that's going to be good. It's going to be good. Mighty Geek says, which Hanna-Barbera cartoon would you like to see as a comic book? Which Hanna-Barbera cartoon would I like to see as a comic book? You know, I'm spoiled because I'd rather see my Hanna-Barbera cartoons moving and animated. And I don't know that I necessarily would want them to be comic books. It's like, I don't know, different IPs have different, strengths or whatever. So I mean, it's just what I want out of it. But having maybe have a dark, serious Grape Ape movie, like something with lasting repercussions. Yeah, I hope this lightsaber isn't like cutting your hair off. There we go. I haven't drawn her headpiece in a while. Maybe I'll include Nira's headpiece in here. Mighty Geek, anything with Quick Draw McGraw or Muttley. Ah, Muttley, of course. Have a Muttley cartoon, but like directed by Quentin Tarantino. It's like this serious, and every time something bad like happens, something murderous, he's in the background, like, get that little laugh. I say, Ken says now that you've erased her lightsaber, her Schwartz is definitely a spirit. You're funny, dude. Muttley would be cool, yeah, for sure. I could see like I don't know, man, seriously, like a Quentin Tarantino Muttley kind of movie. Some kind of murder mystery. Once upon a time in Hanna-Barbera. Muttley is the Duck Hunt Dog's evil long-lost cousin. I agree with that. Hurricane Hippo and Shazam would be better. Still no Grape Ape? Let's see, give Nira a mechanical hand. Oh, that would be, yeah, that would be sticking with a theme here. A little Skywalker theme. Let's see, Ken says, I wonder how Nira's personalized saber hilt would look. I'm assuming it would have that N logo on it somewhere. Ken says, sold! Some person, hey, what's up, dude? Grape Ape grasps. His last grasp. Jail cell closing shut. It took an army to take him down, they say. The prison walls explode. He escaped. Grape Ape. That's the trailer, dude. That's the trailer right there. Yeah, Grape Ape would be kind of close to Kong. Yeah, I would agree on a lot of different levels for that. Yep. But Kong doesn't go Grape Ape. Got quiet over here because I'm figuring out where to put Nira's other hand. Like, is she going to be reinforcing this hand because Vader's sword is pressing up against hers? Could be a thing. Yeah, I think she's probably making like a double fist. Trying to hold the sword down. There we go. It works out pretty good. All right, get this other little elbow pad over here, and we'll figure out how to position the rest of her body. We're drawing sexy girls fighting Darth Vader. Because that's what Sundays are for, governor. There we go. Put a little rip in her costume over here. That's the best part about drawing the costume, is figuring out where it's going to rip and fall apart. Cool. Great big prison movie. But the G is silent. That's awful. Let's see, Mighty Geek says, we all know that Hanna-Barbera has a plethora of superheroes to choose from. This is true. This is true. Space Ghost and the Galaxy Trio being top 10. I miss Coast to Coast. You know, I miss Coast to Coast too. And I didn't watch it all the time either. It's just one of those kind of shows that I caught it when I caught it, you know, but it was kind of, it's a staple, man. Cool. Okay, I like the way that part's coming out, so. Mitor. I don't remember him off the top of my head. Why do I not remember him? You're gonna force me to start Googling things while I'm online. Alright, let's see what we have here. I don't think Malka's going to have a lightsaber. I think she depends on a good blaster by her side. So I think if Nira's kind of doing the Luke Skywalker thing, I think Malka's kind of doing the Han Solo thing. Don't worry, I'm not going to draw her in a vest, though. But she's definitely about her blasters for this one. Since I think if I gave her a lightsaber, being in the position where she's at down here, I think Vader would simply die. Like my family jewels, my Skywalkers. Got her looking up at Vader here. See, I always draw that first little head outline that I always draw. Always gets completely erased. It always ends up in a completely different spot. I mean, it's just like, that's par for the course. I don't think I'm ever gonna learn how to draw differently. It's always gonna be this weird way of putting the head where it doesn't go, and then later putting it where it does go. One day I may correct that. You'll be the first to know. I'll let you know. Let's see, Ken says, when Coast to Coast and Aqua Teen Hunger Force were airing simultaneously, it was a good times. Yes. Actually, it's funny, I catch Cat Mouse, my daughter, and her boyfriend. They're late at night over here in the studio watching Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Yes, agreed that it was. Malka shot first! Hell yeah, she did. You could have Malka pointing her blaster right at Vader's nards and smirking or something. Vader loses if he doesn't use the Force before Nira takes control of his body. That's funny. You know, you spelt it with a Y, but I still pronounced it nards. We were on the same wavelength. We both agree, though, Malka's going to shoot first. Get her general action pose down here so we know figure out what she's doing. Yeah, I think she's kind of gonna shoot his nards off. It's kind of where it's headed. Here we go. It's funny she's got the short gloves too, kind of like Han Solo wears already. This kind of works for this piece. Go. Oh, it kind of covers up this one elbow joint. I like that elbow joint. Oh well, it's more important to have this Han Solo gun. I got this in my head now. I've got to make sure that I draw like a gun that's kind of like Han Solo's, at least with some of the same attributes. It'll have the same like barrel, you know, it kind of flares out a little bit. There's like the eyepiece up here, like the little target scope. Cool. Let's see here. Mighty Geek says it's time to revitalize the bad girl genre of comics. I tell you, man, I'm trying to bring them back. I think the other guys are bringing them back pretty well too. I think our good friends Billy Tucci and Brian, and with Lady Death, and I think the bad girls are they're having a new decade. Some person says it seems Nira is going to cross as many creative universes as stuff on. Yeah, for sure. Platinum, what's up, dude? Hercules or Thundar the Barbarian? Yeah, Thundar the Barbarian for sure. Actually, Thundar needs like a big live action movie treatment for sure. Like something serious. Like something like what they tried to do with Conan. There's only so much you could do with a 80s 90s mentality, or not mentality, but 80s 90s cinematography and all that sort of stuff. But if they did Thunder the Barbarian with like today's cinematography and stuff, it's like that would be with today's special effects and all that. That would be dope. The Herculoids, yes, for sure. Totally agree. Thundar. Ken says Bill Courtney is watching this too. She's digging it. Oh, that's so cool. Hi, Courtney. Just to let you guys know, this Cyber Angel is actually based on a real person. This is you, Courtney, in action. I swears I'm gonna give you a shirt in just a minute. But you've got the hand solo blaster, and I think you're gonna take care of business here when it comes to old Vader. Yeah, this character is inspired and based on Courtney, so you guys need to respect. Yeah, I just think it's so fun. It's I'm actually quite honored. You got the little gloves. And there's going to be a lot more work goes into it when the inking process starts up. But I know tonight, at the very least, we're going to have this pencil layout all done, so we know where everything is at. That'll be super cool. Designer buckles, cyberskin style. You didn't know you were going to be fighting Darth Vader today, did you? Let's see here. Some person says maybe she can be Penelope Pitstop. Actually, I did a commission a while back. It ended up in the our Club Corrupt #1 issue that has Penelope Pitstop in kind of in a compromising position. Ken says she can't chat for some reason, but she says hi. Hey, awesome, awesome, awesome. Hi, Courtney. Some person versus Hong Kong Fooey. Now we're talking. Hong Kong Fooey, always a favorite. Platinum says, "Wait, what?" But Nira isn't? Mighty Geek says, Marvel and DC didn't really try to capitalize on the martial arts craze of the 70s and 80s. Yeah, I totally agree, man. It's like there was a lot more to go. That's why the Turtles got me at first, you know, it's just the fact that there were ninjas. Not to mention all the other ninja stuff that was out. Like forever, like all of it. Yeah, that's a missed opportunity right there, if you ask me. Yeah, I like the fact that you're. I'm talking specifically to Courtney. Okay. I like the fact that the hair goes off the edge of the page. I just find, like, design wise, it's just like I always find it so cool. Yeah, I like it. I like that. She's kick-ass like this. It's awesome. There we go. Figuring out where these parts are going to go. Mira's leg is back here somewhere. There we go. See where she's at here. Yeah, I'm thinking this piece is definitely going to need some computer colors. I definitely want to use this. This is going to be a good piece to use. This will be fun. I always liked that Vader had, like, the way his cloak was and stuff, like the way his cape kind of like flowed into like his kind because he had like a bit of cape that was kind of like, I dare not say it's a skirt, but he looks very samurai in a way because of the amount of cape coming off like below his belt. Always had kind of a samurai appeal to me, I think, because of that. Probably have to do a computer effect of that right here. I like the idea of the lightsaber sparking off. There we go. Let me pull the camera back just a little bit. That way you get a little bit more of a back view of that here. Platinum says, Power Man and Iron Fist, and that Misty Cop Lady. A lot of good ideas flying around here. Harley, how you doing, my friend? I'm glad you're hanging out with us. We're over here drawing some Star Wars-y Cyber Angel goodness here. Some person says, Hanna-Barbera, those guys were very cheap. They just make characters every single week. Platinum says she had a bionic arm. Kevin, what's up, dude? I'm here. What I miss? Well, we're getting awfully close to auctioning off this piece right here. We've been having fun, like throwing some ideas back and forth. We've got Malka, the Cyber Angel character, based on real people. We've got Nira. We've got kind of my own Cyber Angel rendition of Darth Vader here. I wouldn't say it's a Revenge of the Sith piece, but it's certainly a. Well, I called it it's my Sunday. It's my Sith Sunday. Mighty Geek says, Iron Fist, Daughters of the Dragon, Shang-Chi, Richard Dragon, wasn't enough to capitalize on the craze. No, there's plenty of room. There's plenty of room for more. They could have done so much more. Kevin says, no, Nira versus Vader, showing who Schwartz is more powerful. The power of the Schwartz. Kevin says, that piece is sold. Too late, says Ken. LOL. No, okay. What was Chet up to tonight? Yeah, and this is, you know what? Let me, for anybody popping in later, we had this piece going on yesterday. This is the piece that Chet won at auction yesterday. So we were throwing our ideas around. We had this really cool, the whole thing. But this was the second idea that we came up with yesterday. We just didn't have enough time to do two pieces in one day. So Chet won the auction on this one. Thank you so much, dude. And I'm going to go back in here and we're going to ink this and we're going to color it, make it a fully complete piece. And then we're going to do the same with this one. I'm going to ink it up, and what I'm going to do is color it digitally instead of manually, because I think there's some effects and things like that that would benefit from doing that. Some person says there's the black hole going back. 70s sci-fi was interesting. Yeah, the black hole was cool. Like the whole thing with was it Vincent? Is Vincent the little robot? Maximilian was like, he genuinely scared me as a kid. Maximilian was the shit. Ken says always watching. Mighty Geek says creating martial arts characters will give creators an unlimited number of characters to choose from. Yeah, this is true. I have to agree with that. Think the robot bad was Maximus. No, Maximilian. Yeah, he was scary, man. He actually and the way that movie ended was like all kind of like surreal or something, you know, like they all ended up in hell or something. It was scary as crap as a kid. I see the image now. It is Nira versus Vader. Yes, it is. Here, I'll scroll up slowly here. We got Nira and we got Malka both fighting Vader. Some person says, and those two floating robots. Yeah, I think it was like Vincent and Bob. I think Bob was like the busted up one. Revenge of the Sexy. Marvel and DC totally ignored sci-fi in the 70s. Yeah, Kevin says, Vincent. Yeah. First mainstream movie to incorporate CGI. Yep. I actually didn't know that little bit. I said yeah because I know who Vincent is. I didn't say yeah because I knew about the CGI bit. So I'm learning. I was this years old when I learned about that. But you know what? We'll do a little preemptive, little auction time for tonight. I think we did a good job putting this sketch together. It's based on all of our ideas from yesterday, plus a couple that we're kind of like tossing around today. So the only rule is for bidding is that you include the word bid. If you put in a number, just make sure you write the word bid next to your number. And we're going to let this go for about 5 minutes or so, and see where the bid lands. So I mean, it could literally start. Sometimes when we do auctions, I do start with a minimum bid of whatever that number happens to be. But it's a fun weekend. We're going to start the bid at you guys tell me where we're going to start the bid. And then we will go from there. So I got Ken. Ken says, "Don't forget to Google the jizz music." I'm gonna find out if that's a real thing. Kevin's in the room with $1. Ken says no, $50. Ken's in the room for $50. All right, Ken, you're the big 50 cent. No, not 50 cent, Kevin. Ken says I'm serious. $50. All right, so Ken, you're in the room now for $50. If anybody else wants to bid on it, like I said, we'll let this go for like 5 minutes or so, starting from now. So it's like 11:21 right now. I'll let it go to like 11:25, and then we'll do a little 10-second countdown. And I always do the countdown within the chat. I don't depend on my voice because there's probably like an 8-second delay in my voice, and then there's a delay when you type. So if anybody else wants to bid on the piece, it doesn't work out. So I always do the little countdown with in the chat with the keyboard. 350. Some person says, "I'm imagining every square inch of Ken's and Kevin's walls are covered with your art." I tell you, we're gonna have a good time in San Diego Comic-Con this year, because I am bringing a large portion of Kevin's art with me to San Diego Comic-Con, and we're gonna do a little bit of live streaming from San Diego, and we're gonna take a lot of pictures, a lot of video, because I think that's just gonna be funny as hell. That's just gonna be so awesome. Kevin says he is in the room with 75. Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, we're gonna have some camera time, and we're gonna be doing it at the Committed Comics booth, which is for anybody who's taking notes and going to San Diego Comic-Con. I'll tell you, we're gonna be at Committed Comics at Small Press. It's gonna be table L09, okay, and we're also gonna be at First Comics, which is booth 2001. Kevin says, "Oh no." Ken's in the room with 80. Ken says he's serious. Ken, you're the big man in the room right now, dude. You're awesome, bro. I really appreciate you guys. Without my inner circle of good friends and fans and supporters, none of this would be able to function and work. You guys allow me to eat pizza in between books. Ken's in a room for 80. Let's see, it's 11:23, so we got 2 more minutes. If anybody else would like to bid on the piece, and like I said, I am going to ink the whole thing and make sure that it's all finished up nice. So I'll put it kind of sideways so you can kind of like see more of it. There you go. There you go. And that way it kind of fits in there a little bit. Kevin says, "Oh no, can you even show some of that art?" I'm not really sure. Some of the art I can't show, and but a lot of it everybody's going to see at the show. So we'll have to censor what we have to censor. Some person says, "Do you have only 2 fans that buy 1,000 books each?" Hey, man, that's offensive. I have 8 fans, and they buy 300 books each. And I love every one of them. I couldn't live without them. Literally, I couldn't live without them. Nah, you guys are awesome, dude. And anybody that you want to wrangle in to becoming a fan, I totally approve of you peer pressuring anybody else into our little group. Kevin says he definitely wants a print. Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, this could be a print. This could be a print. At the very least, I know there'll be some high-res files that'll be going out to a few people. I got Ken is in the room for 80. He's top dog right now. Got 1 more minute. Chet says, want to add a second wraparound? I would want to, but this is about as much as I can do. I still have, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish Chet's piece, and I'm going to do this piece, and then I'm going right back to the Nira X Dark Seas #2 issue. So my goal is actually to have that book completed and off to the printer before the end of the month. Kevin says, wait, Ken, are you in that Vader armor? Dude, I drew Ken in the piece, and we didn't even know it. All right, Ken, it's 11:25. You're the big man in the room right now, so I'm going to go ahead and do a 10-second countdown on the old keyboard. Make sure that everything's on the up and up. All right, I'll start counting like the count from Sesame Street. 8. Is it going? There we go. My goodness. Like the computer moves so slow. It's like, okay, 7, 6. Hello. 6, 5, 4. You see how the delay is? 3, 2. Here we go. This faster. 1. There we go. Is it going to do it? Is it going to? Okay, now it's up. Okay, now it's up. Ken, this is all yours, brother. Thanks so much, man. I'm going to do a lot of good work on this for you. Everybody, please congratulate Ken for winning this piece for tonight. We had a good weekend. We had some good Star Wars themed stuff going on this weekend. Super, super stoked about that. All right, this is us. This is us. This is this. Oh, just so you guys can see, there you go. There's Malka. This is the other Cyber Angel. She's actually based on Courtney, a real live person. Very, very cool. Yeah, congratulations for sure, man. Well deserved, my friend. Super, super cool. So we got Malka, the Cyber Angel, and again, like just announcing everybody that this is almost completely shipped out. We do have a few more books that we're shipping out by the end of this week, and I think that will be fully shipped. It'll be like fully committed, fully out there. So I'm super happy about that. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting that. Thank you, Ken. Let's see, Kevin says, you bought it to make her happy. You don't want to make an angry Cyber Angel. No. All right, man. This was a good night. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me. Got a lot of good things coming up. We'll be back again on Saturday at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be doing it all over again. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go have a snack, and then I'm gonna start snacking on some foods. All right, man. Good night, everybody. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend. What's left of it, and enjoy the week. We'll see you soon. All right. Bye-bye.
Good night, Seattle.